Welcome to this evening's session, how to use AI to reduce your workload. This is what every pharmacist should know and use. So you're welcome. It is my pleasure to have you on this show. If you're here now, tell us, where are you joining us from? I want to know where you're joining us from. Is it Kaduna? Is it Lagos? Is it Abuja? Or is it outside Nigeria, as it were? Let us know where you're joining us from, okay? We want to know where you're joining us from. This evening, we are going to learn quite some important things that will help us pharmacists in our practice. And so, who is here? Who is here? Who is here? Okay, who is here? I see people. Just tell us where you are joining us from. Write in the comments. I will be reading the comments. Tell us where you are joining us from. Gradually, people are coming together. Tonight, you are going to learn how AI can help you in different areas of your practice. Okay, I can see from Hawa from Benue. We have Dr. Ametu from Lagos. Who else is here? Who else is here? Who is excited to be here? Every time I have this opportunity to teach, I'm excited to share the knowledge that I have, because I want pharmacy colleagues to learn a lot about this thing I know. I know too much. I just want to pour it out. All right. Okay, we have Nafisa Kindele from Lagos. We have Fam Clara from Ebonyi. Wow. Okay. We have Fam Evelyn Adekoye from Ota. Fam Adekoye is already in our academy. Happy to have you. Today's session is going to be special. I'm going to be teaching, but I'm also going to have a special guest, someone who has gone through part of our program and has enough to show for it. Okay, she will be joining us and we'll be discussing. She'll be sharing her experience with us. That's our dear Dr. Amotu Momodu. She'll be joining us. I've already sent her the link to join in our WhatsApp. So when she clicks it, she will join us here and we can have a discussion. We're waiting for more people to join us. But again, as is my practice, I don't want to keep people waiting. If they are not here, well, it's their own loss, not ours. So we that are here, let's get started. Right? Let's get started. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my... Okay, let me set it first. All right. Okay, so let me share my slide. I believe everyone can see my slide now. Use AI to reduce your workload as a pharmacist. Practical tools. Practical tools and workflows for smarter, faster pharmacy practice. Okay. My name is Gabriel Gambo Madu. I'm a pharmacist like you all. I am an AI educator and consultant. I'm also the founder of AI Mastery Academy, EdTech Innovation, and MindForge Learning. I have a few of these registered companies targeted at different audience, so I don't want to mix up everybody. So Healthcare Innovation is a registered company, and our sole goal is to empower healthcare workers, pharmacists, doctors, nurses, everyone with tech skill and digital skill. And of course, in this, we are speaking to pharmacists to help you understand AI and how you can use it in your practice. Okay, so it's my pleasure to share my knowledge. It's my pleasure to get you empowered with AI skills, AI knowledge that will help you with several different things. Just this evening, I had a session with another pharmacist and she was, wow, what we had a session on research, okay, how to use AI for research. And she made a comment, best lessons ever. Best lessons ever. And I was so excited because most importantly, she was blessed by what she learned in the program. Okay. All right. So let's get started. Let's move. I'll actually sending messages to other groups so that they are aware that we are online already. Okay. So this is just for a repetition. I know we have talked about it in previous sessions that we have had, but then it's possible that we have new people that are joining us, so they need to know about it. So what's the reality today for pharmacists? Pharmacists are working harder than ever. And I always talk about it. There's this thing we used to say in school that pharmacists are over educated and underutilized. Today, we are, even the little part that they are taking from our knowledge of our education, we are using it to the maximum. We are overworked because the workload is increasing day by day. The workload is increasing day by day. And to make it worse, everything is manual. To make it worse, everything is manual. We have to do everything manually. If we are having a way of automating things, then the workload will have been removed. And that's why AI coming into the picture is a good omen for us as pharmacists. Then we have time pressure. We have so much to do, but limited time. We have so much work to do. We have so much to read. We have a lot, apart from even our personal endeavors. So we don't have enough time to meet up all our needs. Information overload. There's a lot of new drugs coming, a lot of new framework, new treatment regimen, and everything coming. We need to know all those things. Information overload. So we don't even have enough time for what we already know. And now we have a lot more being added to what we are doing. So the load is so much. Then, of course, we stand the risk of burnout. You see, a pharmacist is getting tired. A pharmacist is stressed up. You look at a pharmacist and you see pressure written all over a pharmacist. It shouldn't be so. Unfortunately, especially for those of us who are in the third world or emerging economy, the problem, we have so many patients but few professionals to handle the matter. Then, with all this, we still have to document. So you have to keep writing, enter prescription into a record, go to the store, a lot of things, write report, prepare this, prepare that. Wow, that's a lot. However, the good news is there's a smarter way to do it. There's a smarter way to do it. Everything I described now is because we are doing it manually. But if you are using smart tools, AI, and all the other digital tools, this work become much less. It won't be as hectic as it is now. And that's why I'm inviting us pharmacists, take advantage of AI that has come to stay, to change our life, to change how we do our work. Okay? Now, so the question in our mind, and that's what we're going to answer in this program is, what if I could work faster with less stress? What if I could reduce repetitive manual tasks? What if I could learn more efficiently? What if I could create efficient professional materials very easily? I don't need to outsource it. What if I could organize projects and workflows better, become a better organizer, become a better project manager? What if I can improve my overall productivity significantly? I'm sure you have these questions on your mind. And tonight, we are going to answer most of them. And we're going to see it practically because I'm going to do some demonstration so that you see how you can get this thing to be done for you using AI tools. And there are a lot of AI tools. I'm going to go pick just a few of them to help us do the work. Okay? Now, let's get flying. All right. So, I don't think I need to put this slide because as it is now, you are here because you have seen the benefit of AI. But let's just say that AI is no longer optional. If you're not using AI, you'll be left behind. It's guaranteed. Remember those times when the computer came and the typists were not, those typists that did not align, where are they today? Today, even there are some positions that even no existence anymore. Before, people used to have secretary that you dictate to and they will write with shorthand and now transcribe the and now type whatever they are going to type. Today, you don't give most of your work to your staff. You will type them on your phone, on your laptop, everywhere. It's ready. You can be at home and an idea comes or a work needed to be done. You do it and it's out there. You don't have to wait for some people. So many organizations don't have people that manage or that type things for them anymore. And what does that translate to us? Things are changing. Technology are changing. It's changing things. Okay. So the same thing AI has come. And the time will come, AI will just be as common as everybody has a smartphone, everybody has a computer. Okay. So AI is now in healthcare, drug development, clinical support, patient education, patient communication, workflow augmentation, and all these different areas, AI is helping us in the healthcare. How about education? You can now do research faster. And when I say research faster, it doesn't mean you write a topic and everything comes out. I did about 2 sections, 80 minutes with the pharmacists I talked earlier. And guess what? What we did is just small parts, just the beginning of research. When we're discussing research, just small part of research. So because AI is here doesn't mean that you have a walk in the park, you just give it a no. There's an ethical way of doing it, right? However, I was actually teaching and it took that much time. But the work that will have taken you 2 months, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 1 week, you get it done as quickly as possible so your paper can come out. But the paper is still your paper because you say research you're doing. The part that takes a lot of time is reduced now and you can do it very quickly so that you can complete the work. So for education, research is better. Learning is also better. Today we're going to use AI to learn something. And I'm going to try and make it academic, to learn something. How do I do this? How do I do that? You can use AI to learn. Okay? How about business? I know how much money AI has brought into my pocket. Now I can find customers online. As I am now, I'm in Kaduna. I can look for customers that will patronize my services right from California in the US, right from Manchester in the United Kingdom, right from where again in Australia, Canberra in Australia, or even Calgary or Edmonton in Canada, Paris in France, anywhere all over the world. If I need a customer and I want to get them, I will use it. And guess what? I'm going to do the same thing for pharmacists because this course should not be for only Nigerians. But I'm going to go to packages. So I'm going to look for pharmacists all over the world to have access to this AI powered pharmacist program that I am offering. So business. Now I get access to more customers. I'm even able to identify where the customers are. I know their pain, I know their problems and everything. It brings all those things out for me. Those are the things that will take me years. I have to start a new business altogether. I can do research in minutes and to give me data that are current, not previous data that are current I can use for my decisions, okay, for decision making. And what does that mean? Life becomes easier, business goes better. I can write sales copy. I create websites for myself. You have seen all these websites. I create better websites now than when I was creating a website by myself. Okay? How about research? I mentioned it earlier. Research is also part of education. How about communication? I can write articles in a minute. I can create videos. I can create audios, create a lot of things that I want using AI. Okay? And as a result of all this, my productivity is higher. See this slide that you are seeing. This slide was created using AI. Okay? If I was ordinarily going to create it, I would have sat down and be arranging. But today, I don't need to do that. Okay? I can just get my materials, put them together, and give AI, and AI will churn it. And there are several different tools that can help you achieve that. So if AI is working in all these areas, I mean, I've mentioned healthcare. Pharmacy is not an exception. So pharmacy is also enjoying the benefit of AI. I mentioned drug development. Is that not pharmacy? Clinical support. Also, we have pharmacy. Patient counseling, patient communication, and all those things. Okay? All right. So, but however, the problem is most pharmacists are busy, but not efficient. A lot of work, you see them, but not efficient with time. Because we don't have enough time. But what if you could do more within that small amount of time that you have, that much amount of load you have, but at least you're able to do something useful. Okay? They're also overwhelmed with manual repetitive. I mentioned this earlier, and repetitive tasks. And the sad part, most pharmacies are underutilizing available technology. Sometimes you go to some pharmacy, community pharmacy premises, they don't have a computer. So how do you keep effective or efficient record of sales? How do you make, do you understand? Okay, some pharmacy don't have a computer. So available technology, we are far from it. There are people that are angry with me one way or another that why are you telling people to use AI in pharmacy practice? Recently, I was on radio and so a pastor called in, how can I use AI in my ministry? And some other people started calling in and I was getting angry. Why will you want to use AI in ministry? The same thing, pharmacy. The first time in 2015 that I started this pharmacy stuff, digital pharmacy, whatever, online pharmacy and all those things, somebody said, why? It's like the person is warning me. Why will you now say pharmacists should do go online? Why should you say pharmacists should go online? Today, we are a lot of them online. Okay? So there's that resistance. And I'm so unfortunate. I'm happy that you guys here are not in that category of people that are resistant. Okay? Then they're also using, those who have access to AI, they are using AI randomly. Okay? They are using AI randomly. All right? So you see this problem, we're going to remove them after today. Okay? And for those of you that will join our AI-powered pharmacy program, you are going to go beyond a lot more. Not many people are in that group now, but I can assure you, anybody that finishes that group will be different, will be a different pharmacist. I assure you, 100%. 100%. Even those who came to this free class, whatever you learn here, if you apply it, will make a lot of difference. Imagine that now you go through the 6 weeks. Your life will change a lot. So AI is not here to replace you, but I assure you, just as I just mentioned, any pharmacist that is using AI will replace the pharmacist that's not using AI. It's not a curse. It's something that is already happening. People are more efficient now using AI. So if you continue to do your manual, one day you'll be left behind and you'll be saying, this guy is just finishing it. He just got his degree. I've been here 10 years, but he's getting responsibilities. He's getting this. Yes, because it's better than you are doing work that will take you 3, 4, 5 days. They say, come up with a presentation. They are using 5 days to come up with a presentation. This person will come up with the presentation in 2 hours. So why should I wait for you for 5 days when this person can do it in 2 hours? Okay. I don't know whether it's really making a sense to you. The same thing. Patient counseling, information. Maybe they give you a responsibility, get this thing done. It does it very quickly. Create this thing, it gets it done very quickly. But you are taking time, 1 month, you are not done yet. You'll be replaced. It's a clear thing. It's not a matter. Even if you are the one that's at the top, you will replace the person that's not moving. So why should you be replaced if you decide not to move? Okay? All right. So, however, what it does is it helps your judgment. It doesn't overtake your professional judgment. You need it. It just augments it for you, make it easier for you, give you access to information quickly so that you can do better professional judgment. Okay? It also helps with your clinical knowledge. Your training is your foundation. However, it helps you. You can read more. You can get more information as it were. Today, in the session I had with the pharmacist about research, there are things that he has already done in a research proposal, which is seen in AI. And there are areas which it has exposed her to, I was looking at this place now, see what it is. You see, our foundational knowledge is there, but AI is also helping to grow it. How about patient relationship? Now, a patient that every time comes to you, quickly you give enough information, useful information, usable information. What do you think about the patient? Patient will regard you better than another pharmacist that will just say, take 2, 3 times and the person is gone. Okay? These are the things. So you get better trust. And you know, pharmacists are the most trusted professionals. Now with AI, the trust becomes deeper and deeper and deeper. Okay? All right. So this is what I want you to think of AI. Not as a competitor, not as something that's come to take your job. Look at it as a productivity assistant. Something that handles repetitive tasks for you. Instead of you doing it again and again and again, it does it for you. Something that handles drafts. Something that summarizes things for you. So if you look at it from that point of view, it's not taking your job, it's just helping you. You need to go through 17 pages of a document. AI summarize it into 1 page. You read the 1 page and you have everything that's in that 17 page book. Why should you get angry? Okay, you want to create something, you want to do a flyer, it does it for you. Okay, you also look at AI as your thinking partner. It helps you to brainstorm, it helps you to analyze, it helps you to ideate. It can come up with idea. Today we'll put a research topic into AI, and guess what? It told us the issue with that research topic and gave us the areas and gave us suggestions. That's ideation. That is brainstorming. When you bring things in, it also analyze it for you. I created a tool. I was working on creating a tool, and we were brainstorming. I created one tool this morning. It was ready. Many of you saw it in the group where pharmacists that joined the program were announcing that I've just registered for social and so. Okay, so I created that tool. By the way, I don't know how to code. I use the AI to create it. And you, when you join the AI mastery, when you join the AI powered pharmacist program, you're also going to learn how to create that tool. Okay, I'm going to show you the tool, and you're going to see how the thing works. Okay, all right. But now I want to build upon that, and I'm brainstorming with AI. I don't know anything coding, but it's telling me what can be done, what cannot be done, what I need to bring in, how to differentiate myself in the market, and so on. Now, that same tool now I can commercialize it, sit in my house, fold my hand up behind my head, and money drops in. Why? Because I'm solving a problem for some people. So do you see? You can also look at it as a workflow accelerator. Speed up every phase of your work. Every phase that you need to do makes it faster for you. That's how you should look at AI. Look at AI as a learning support tool, something that explains complex topic in simple terms. I don't know if I've shared it on this platform, but I've shared it last week Monday. Was it last week? This week Monday, I spoke at a Full Gospel Businessman Fellowship program, and this is what I told them. There's this a PhD that I was applying for. I chose a topic. I needed to explain this topic to my wife, and I couldn't. It is a new topic to me, but it's an area that I try to intersect the area with my AI in supply chain research interest. And I wanted to align it with the university's research area. When I came up with it, this potential supervisor said, wow, it's an interesting topic, but I needed to explain it to my wife. I couldn't. Guess what I did? I came back to AI and said, look at this software again. Explain it to me. Now, if you put me on a platform to discuss that topic, I can speak for 1-2 hours about subject that I just learned on AI. So you see how it has become my learning support tool. It has improved my knowledge about it to the extent that I was able to write a very powerful research proposal relating to that. I could do research and come up with a research proposal on that in chapter 1, 2, 3, right? So it's a learning support tool. And of course, content generator. It can create anything for you. It can create materials, posts, guide, e-books. Many of you have written books. And okay. A senior colleague that is going to talk with us can testify to this part of generation. Okay. Now, for you to get results with all this area we're talking about, takes you to this one called prompt. The quality of your prompt determines the quality of your output. Garbage in, garbage out. I'm going through all this so that you get to understand this. We'll go into the demonstration. I've actually had classes. No, please take us to where we're going to demonstrate. Demonstrate something that is not grounded in your mind will not give you the result you want. Okay? All right. So you can't just say, write about hypertension. It's going to write anything he likes about hypertension. Of course, what is going to write will be good, will be quality. We cannot guarantee that it is exact message that you want to pass. However, if you say, create a simple patient-friendly explanation of hypertension for newly diagnosed adults in Nigeria, using simple language and practical lifestyle example, compare even what I just read now versus what it was before, write about hypertension. This one will be specific to people and give you the right result. So specificity gives you better AI output every single time. Don't give vague information. Give specific information and you get the result you want. So a simple prompting formula, which I want to share with you. I've on other platforms, or earlier I've shared role, contest, format, and role and tasks. Okay. Now, of course, in another language, I'm saying it again. Okay. So who you should act as, that is role. Act as an experienced clinical pharmacist. What you are now saying is ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Mistral, Meta, all of those tools say, now look at yourself. You are an experienced clinical pharmacist. So when you go to talk, it's going to go talk like a tailor, like an engineer, like a doctor, like anybody. Is going to talk like a clinical pharmacist. It will not even talk as an academic pharmacist, because the academic pharmacist experience and knowledge is different from the clinical pharmacist knowledge, unless that one is also doing clinical pharmacy. Okay? Now, what do you want it to do? That is task. Summarize the key drug interactions with this particular moiety. Okay? Then the third one, who is it for? That's where context come in. Context. Who is that information for? Remember the earlier one that we did here, we said for newly diagnosed adults in Nigeria. Here you are going to say who this information is for. Because the way you talk to somebody who is an illiterate is different from the way you talk to somebody who is a professor. The way you talk to somebody who has hypertension for over 5 years is different from the person who just knew about his hypertension condition today. The way you talk to somebody who has hypertension that is controlled is different from the way you talk to somebody whose hypertension is not controlled. So do you see where context comes in? Then, how do you want it delivered? Do you want it bullet point? Do you want it 200 words? Do you want it in paragraph? Do you want it in tabular format? Anyhow you want it, you give it. So if you put all these 4 in your prompt will be rich enough. Your prompt will be good enough. And you get something that speaks, you say what you actually want it to say. And if you couple that by training it in your own voice, it will speak exactly how you speak. Okay? You can give it your tonality, you want it friendly, conversational, anyhow you want it, it can help you achieve that. Okay? So now there's something I try to talk about this. Every platform I get opportunity to, I talk about it because we are all marketers online. But I strongly believe, still on the part of ethics, to say what it really is. You don't need to learn 30 tools. You don't need to say, no, it must be ChatGPT, or it must be this, must be that. Tools are just tools. How you use it is what matters. If you want to go into Formula 1 race, you're not going to go with a Camry. You're not even going to go with the regular sports car. You are going to use the particular sport car for that purpose. If you want to go to the farm and pack things, you are not going to go with a Mercedes-Benz. Of course, you can use it, but it's better you go with a truck that will pack the things for you. One is more efficient than the other. So stop talking about tools. Come back and talk about what do I really need it for? Then you look at that. So the real advantage is knowing how to think clearly with AI, knowing how to prompt for great outputs, knowing how to embed AI in your workflow, and knowing how to solve real problems using AI. If you understand this one, any tool that they give you, you'll get results with it. Any tool that they give you, you'll get results with it. So how many tools are you going to teach us? Does it matter? There was a professor in Ekiti that we had a conversation one time. He said, they said there are 30 tools. I said, there are not 30 tools. There are over 8,000 tools. He saw the advert of these 30 tools in 30 days. There are over 8,000 tools. And that 30 that he mentioned, he doesn't need 30. He needs the one that will solve the problem for him. In the conversation I had today, I showed the person about 5 or 6 different tools. 2 of them are, almost all of them are doing similar work. And I told her, you don't need all of them. You need 1 or maybe maximum 2 to do this job for you. But I showed everything so that you can see the difference. So don't be obsessed with tools, right? Look at what will it do for you? What do you want to achieve? That is what you should pay attention to. Tools keep changing. Somebody will swear by anything is Claude, and that person will swear is ChatGPT, and that person says Mistra, Gemini, or whatever. It doesn't matter. What matters is your capability, irrespective of what comes. If I go on Claude, I know what to do. I know how to handle AI. If I go on any other tool, I will do the same thing. I just want you to know about that. Okay? So now that we have done with all the how do I put it now? Preliminaries. Let's go into the demonstration. But before we go into demonstration, I want to bring on stage our dear Dr. Ametu. Your video is not showing. Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay, you wanted my video.
Yes, since people are watching us, I think we should show our faces.
Okay, so give me.
Except if it's not convenient. If it's not convenient.
Right. Well, yes, I wasn't dressed for it. Maybe next time. But
okay,
let
no problem.
me just,
no problem. We can still talk.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
I'm sure everyone listening to you knows your voice. If they are apps members, they know your voice. I can see other people joining us from Jalingo. Oh, that's interesting. From Taraba State, and we have from Lizard from Anambra. It's nice to have you all here. So we have our Dr. Ramotsu, Mamodu here. Doctor was in
Yes.
one of our programs. I think is it January or February class? Is it
I think
January,
it was the
right?
February. Was it
So
January?
okay, February.
Yes. Yes.
Anyway, the most important thing is you are there and it made a difference. Can you just share your experience?
Yes. Okay. Good evening, everyone. And my name is Ramitsu Momodu. I have a PhD, but it's in clinical pharmacy. I think one of the most interesting conversations that we're having right now is on AI. And I would like everybody to pay very close attention. AI has come to stay. I really like the background that our coach, I call him coach. So when you hear me say coach, he's our AI coach. He's very, very good at this. In fact, last year, we brought him to NAVDAC to do a short training for us. And for the women who are on this call, you will attest to the quality of the training that he gave us about 2 weeks ago in Enugu. And that has given birth to this group, this current group, and these trainings that we are currently having. I want to sincerely thank you, Coach, for these trainings. You don't know what it has done to my life. It's a game changer. It's right now, for the task that I need to do. It's so easy. All I need to do is use the correct tool. I'm even speaking in general now before I go to my book. And I'm not scared again about, oh, there's a write up or there's a research or something, anything I need to do. It's so easy. In fact, um, I am the one driving and encouraging the young people around me and my staff at the agency, to say, look, everybody needs to jump on this AI train, whether you like it or not, whatever misconceptions you have. I beg everyone, you need to drop it because if you don't drop it, you will be left behind. And just to say that coach is amazing. There's a way he teaches it that really brings it home. Right now, I do a lot of things. In fact, 90% of the work that I have to do, whether it's writing a speech, writing a document, doing a search, creating anything. And for me, who who is in I don't know how to say it, an interesting stage in my life, I find that I'm able to use these tools to create an identity. And there's a way these tools work. When you give it the right prompts, it can even suggest to you, do you want me to do it this way? And it has really helped me. It has brought a lot of clarity. I'm better able to curate my identity. I'm in a space where, in a year or two, I'm going to be exiting the system where I am. So I need to create something for the next season of my life. And I find that the AI tools and what coach has taught me, there's a peace that it gives me because I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I speak with AI as if he's a person. So if you notice just now, I was saying you can tell it to act like this. You can tell it to act like that. You can use it to create images. You can use it for so many things. So I really want to encourage everyone to join the academy, to join the class. It's a small fee. It's not too much. And then now to talk about my book, I have made money. and and this book was done in basically in 24 hours. So you come up with the idea, you create a blurb. The blurb is BLURB, and then you can create the chapters and just begin to fill it, and it will help you to write it. But to make it really yours, you can add some personal experiences and some personal touch. Then you can create the cover. I did all of this, and I put it on seller, and I was selling it, and I've been making money. For me, it's exciting. It's not just about the money. Oh, yes, the money is good, but
Yeah.
it is that I could create a material of something that is very close to my heart. And trust me, for somebody who is very busy, if I could do it, anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. And one good thing about Coach is he's very available. He's available. He's always willing to teach. He's always willing to help. This is something that is very close to his heart, and he has taken out time, to extend this knowledge to whoever is willing and ready to accept it. So, Coach, thank you very much for this opportunity to share. It's amazing, and I'm still making money. I'm still selling. I'm still selling books. The book that I wrote. In fact, I'm going to write
You didn't
two
mention
more
that she has written more than
before.
one book.
Yes, I've written. Yeah, that I was just going to
Ah,
say that I've written more
I'm
than
aware she's
one,
working for
and
something else.
yes, yes. So I'm going to complete it with the cover and everything, and but you see, so this is something I think
Keep it
everybody
out there.
should jump on. Jump on. Thank you so much. Thank you, Coach. Thanks.
Thank you very much for sharing that laudable experience. The reason why I actually asked Doctor to come and share, sometimes some things look like this abstract. Somebody actually paid and came and said, I work in this area. Will it be useful to me? I said, it'll be useful everywhere. The same person is also regulatory. Okay? It's useful everywhere. And the knowledge is transferable. You will learn something in pharmacy and you can put it everywhere. You can put it everywhere and it's still useful. So I'm happy for a senior colleague taking action on what she has learned and getting results with it. That's my, before now, I used to call myself the result coach because I get pained if people are not taking results, are not taking action on what they've learned. I'm trying to get over that. But many times it pains me that people are not getting results. But I'm happy that you are taking the bull by the horn and you are doing amazing things. Thank you for trusting me to learn under my tutorship.
Thank
Sometimes
you,
the junior
Coach.
can now teach senior, and you
Please,
are,
oh, we
you are
are ready to
careful
be
what
taught.
you.
We are here to
So
be
thank you
taught,
very much for
so we
sharing
are
your
here to be
experience.
taught. Thank you, Coach.
I wish
Yes.
you more successes ahead in all your endeavors. Thank you very much,
Amen.
man.
Amen. Amen. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome. So now that we have heard it, if you are still sitting on the fence, maybe this should explain why you should take action as quickly as possible. So let's go into demonstration. Okay? She has told you what she has done with what she's learned. Now, see what you can learn and see what you can do. Okay? So let me go back to our slide and let's see. We are going to do like 5, 6 or so if we have the time. I've done about 30 minutes plus now. Maybe in the next 30 minutes to 40 minutes, we'll be able to do much more. Okay? So now we are going to see real life application in action. Okay? I'm going to also show you a few things that I've done. See, if you guys know the power that AI gives you, if you know the power that AI gives you, I tell you, you'll be more than happy to use the tool. Just a moment. Let me. Okay. All right. So, see, I'm not starting from clinical. We have done clinical before, and there's a lot more we can do with clinical. Let's go other places. There are some of us that are looking for jobs. There are some of us that are looking for consultancy. Yes. There's some of us that are looking for even education, school admission. And many of those places will submit CVs, right? But there are some people since 1940 that they wrote their CV, they've not updated it. The only thing they've added is they've changed job, they've got promotion, they keep adding it. But is your CV aligning with where you want to go to? Is your CV aligning with where you want to go to? Okay, so how do we do that? I mean, if you don't know what to add, there's nothing you can do about it. But if you know what to add, it will make a difference. Now, whether you know or you don't know, AI can help you with the process. AI can help you improve upon your CV and even rewrite it, right? It can help you rewrite it so that it fits in to where you are asking. Guess what? It's not going to lie, but it's going to speak it better. You can say something is half a dozen, and you can also say the same thing and say we have only 6 available. Two different ways of saying it. One looks more fanciful than the other. So each one has a goal. So your CV should speak to where you are going. And in the era now that if you're applying for a job, they are using ATS, applicant tracking system. If your CV does not align, it doesn't matter whether you have the best experience, you will not be taken, because the first stage is to track whether you actually align. Okay? You can reframe your achievement with impact language. You see what I said? We have 6. We have half a dozen. One looks more, that's a luxurious, I don't know. Okay, then you can optimize your positioning for new opportunities. Okay, and if you do that, what benefit comes to you? You have better professional positioning and visibility. Can we do that? Let's do that. I'll use my CV. Okay, so I'll just use our dear ChatGPT. Okay, so before I do that, let me go look for a job. I'm a supply chain expert, so I'm going to look for a supply chain job. Okay, so I can say supply chain manager position. So let's search for it. Okay, I'll go here, my job mark, and look for a job. Okay, and see if I fit in. Okay, let me use this one. Supply based supervisor. Let's say I'm looking for supply. It doesn't matter. I can manage it, can be anything. Okay, I don't want to do Afrimash. What do they do here? C1 manager. Let me open this one and see. I don't want to do anything that is in health, and I want to show you something. That's why I'm doing that. Medicines and Frontier is health. Animal care. This is another one. Animal care consult. This looks like a doing this. This is This is also okay. So you see, 3 different jobs have opened. None of them is in health. This one is in agriculture. Afrimat is Nigeria's leading e-commerce marketplace for agricultural items. Then see this one. This one is animal consult. Okay. Animal care consult is a popular, referred to animal care, is a wholly independent Nigerian company in the business of commercial poultry production, commercial livestock, and everything. Okay. And see this one. Tranos is a logistic company, I guess. Tranos is a device. Okay, engineering. So you see, any of these things, they are looking for a supply chain manager. But guess what? I am not a supply chain manager. Okay? I'm a supply chain manager, but I am not a supply chain manager in all these areas. But can I apply for the job? By all means, I can. So how do I go about that? Because my CV is reading medical, public health. How can I go there? How can I move from public health supply chain to supply chain in animal or whatever? Okay, let me even use one that is even close to us. Where is it? The one that has to do with poultry. Let me use this one. Okay, or I can even use this one that's e-commerce. Right? So let me use the one with animal. Okay, no, let me go very far away. Let me use the e-commerce. Okay, now I'll go to ChatGPT. I'll use ChatGPT. I can use another tool. Okay. I want to apply for supply chain manager position. In an e-commerce organization. Okay, I will paste my CV and the requirements of the organization. Okay, I want you to analyze to see if I fit and what are the areas that I need improvement. I don't want to do everything at once. I just wanted to check all these two. So here we are. Where's our e-commerce option? This is our e-commerce option. So I'll go to the website and I'll start from here. Let me just copy this. So I pasted it. Okay, then I'll copy about the organization. I can decide to copy everything and to understand it, but I don't. Let me just go. I don't have the time. So the thing is rolling up and down. I'll copy this and I'll paste it. Okay. Okay. Oops. I've copied the wrong things. Okay, don't worry. It will know what to pick from there. Okay. Now let me go and pick my CV. By the way, this CV is optimized to education, for school, but not notwithstanding, I can still bring it up. I mean, it's a CV, isn't it? So let me look for. Okay, let me pick this one. So I've uploaded my CV. Remember, I've told you what to do. I said, I want you to analyze to see if I fit and what are the areas I need to improve. So it has uploaded it. Now let's see what it's going to say. Now, what is it going to do? It will analyze what I placed. It will analyze my CV and compare the two and tell me the feedback. So if I'm looking for a job, you don't just carry your CV and apply blindly. You do this. Okay? You do this. So you see, my overall assessment, you are qualified for this role and shall apply. In fact, you meet many of the core supply chain requirements. So do you see now? And bring something more many candidates may not have. Senior level supply chains, leadership, experience, pharmaceutical, and all the stuff. The bigger challenge is not whether you do the job. The challenge is whether your CV clearly communicates that you can do the job. So do you see now? I can send my CV, they will look at it. This guy has been in it and everything. But is my CV communicating to this job? My CV, as it is now, is communicating to application for admission, for PhD. But it's not communicating to jobs. So you see, it's rated because I know the CV I put. There are some other CV for jobs that I used to have. Okay? Now, so do you see what he's saying now? So right now, your CV is heavily positioned in public health supply chain management, which is pointed to, and the role is pointed to commercial agriculture, feed production. Did I copy the wrong thing? Oh, I thought I wanted to do e-commerce, so I went to do agri. Okay, notwithstanding. Okay, so match analysis, job requirement, manage sourcing and this, your evidence. You have this and this and this. Relevant evidence will be managed last mile distribution and facility this thing is relevant. Led intervention, improve health commodity availability and reduce wastage across facility. These are the things I've done. Assessment is match, but the products are different, but supply chain principles are the same. So do you see how it is analyzing my CV in relation to that job? Okay, the same thing, supply relationship management, that's what they want. What have I done? Procurement and negotiation. My CV does not show that I'm responsible for procurement because actually I don't do procurement. So there's no match, or you call it partial match. Okay, as they actually purchase something. Improvement, you see, tell me improvement. If you are participating in quantification, procurement planning, vendor selection, which I have, okay, add those. Even indirect involvement should be highlighted. So do you see now? I have the experience, but it's not in my CV, or it's not pointing to it. Because my CV, like I said, is pointed to education. Some of these things I don't include them. Okay? Inventory management. This is one of my strongest areas in my CV. Okay? Then warehousing and distribution. Okay? As I talk about what I did, manage last mile distribution, facility stock monitoring. Okay? My CV said that. So it means I have some experience in that area. Poultry, drugs, and vaccines. The fact that I have bachelor in pharmacy and hospital pharmacy, vaccine deployment during outbreak shows that, yes, oversaw vaccine and PPE deployment and cold chain and data compliance. All these ones are in my CV. Okay? Then this could become one of your differentiators. Logistics and transportation. Okay? See, everything that is needed is comparing it. Right? So do you see what it has done? And guess what? You see, what I will do before applying is rewrite your professional summary, add procurement-related experience, quantify this. You see, everything that needed to be done, it has said is going to do it. So when I tell you to implement, what do you think it's going to do? It's going to improve my CV. By the time I submit my CV, I'll be more than qualified. Those gaps that people will have seen because I didn't show it will come up. Remember that quantification forecasting. In December last year, we did that process. And now, from time to time, I'm involved in one thing related to that, but it's not in my CV. If it is not written, it is not done. That is a gap. So do you see how it has helped me to identify gaps? Okay? Now I'm going for a job. Of course, I'm going to be interviewed. So I'm jumping the next stage because of time. I can ask it, okay, I have optimized my CV. Okay? I want to, let me even write a cover letter, because every CV comes with a cover letter. I just gave that, he's going to do it. Okay? He will write a cover letter that fits into it. So do you see, it has written one for me. So do you see cover letter? All I need to do is go through it and ensure that it fits mine. If it's too long, I will tell it, change it this way, change it that way, and guess what? It has optimized it. How many minutes did it take to write this? But this letter is writing letter for me. He has my CV, he has the optimized area and everything. He writes it and align it directly with the job I'm going for. So, like I said, can you ask me interview questions for this job? I'm not going deeply. I'm just trying to, because I'm in a hurry. You see, tell us about yourself. And guess what? He's saying, take your time and answer as if you are in the interview. After the answer, I will act as interviewer and evaluate your response and point out strength and everything. So I could go back and do forth and back. So here, for example, now, I will just answer. Tell us about yourself and why you are interested in supply chain manager role. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for this opportunity to apply for this role. I have a lot of experience as a supply chain manager in the organization which I am. I've done a lot. I'm just saying all these things. So you see, I'm replying now. Okay, I've been involved in inventory management. I've been involved in procurement because I'm performance improvement coordinator in every segment of supply chain. I've been involved in them, and I do a lot to ensure that everything works in line. I collaborate with even partners. I've done this, I've done that, I've done this, I've done that. So I'm going to say a lot of things that I've done. And when I'm done replying, I will post it to it. Okay? Then it will transcribe it. Then it will analyze it and tell me what is missing, what is not missing. Okay? So let's see what it's going to say. Good, you already have the raw material for a strong answer. So you see, it's telling me all the things I said. The interviewer is thinking, what exactly do you achieve? Okay? Who are you? Your relevant experience, your key achievement. Why this role? So see, it's trying to correct it for me. So this is what it has done. I'm a pharmacist. Thank you for this opportunity. So you see what it did? It tried to expand upon it. I'm a pharmacist and supply chain professional with over 8 years experience managing health commodities in this. I serve this. So you see, it has corrected it. This is the way to say it. Now, imagine somebody that has done this mock interview and AI has helped you to fine-tune your answers. Not a repetition. Something you have done before, to do it again will be difficult. So you see how AI can help you. There are a lot more that you can do, but you can't go beyond this. But at least you have seen what it can do. Now, for you that is using it, how else can you use it? You can come from different angles. You can do link the optimization. You can do ATS optimization. You can look. If you want to even create CV for Germany, create CV for Canada, create CV for several different formats, you can use AI to get it and achieve it. And just this ChatGPT, you can use other tools to achieve this goal I talked about. Is it making any sense? Are you learning from it? Okay, so let's try something else. What other thing can we do that we can demonstrate? We have done CV. How about project management? Many of you are in positions that you are supposed to create a program. They want to do outreach. They will say, Pharmacist Gabriel, I will put you in charge. You are going to organize this training. We are going to organize this outreach. You are going to do this, do that. It's a project. It's a project. Even if you are going to visit somewhere, it's a project. If you want to organize a workshop, it's a project. You want to go on an outreach, it's a project. Okay? Even if you want to organize end-of-year party, it's a project. So AI can help you with this project. Okay? You can plan health pharmacy event, health outreach, and so on. You can generate timeline, task allocation, checklist, and workflow document. So now they give you an assignment. I'm in a discussion with somebody in Asaba. we are planning a physical training in Asaba on AI. And I told him, okay, let's work on it, come up with something. And the guy doesn't know what to do. He was asking me how you going to go about it. I had to call him and explain a lot of things for him. But he's still having problem. And all he needed to do is come to AI, right? And use AI to plan this. And you're going to get clean work done. Okay? Right. So can we try it? Of course we can. And we should. Okay? All right. So I'm planning a health outreach to a rural community. Okay? To a rural community. On drug abuse. Okay? I need you to guide me on how to go about it. Now, I'm using this language because many people may not have the skill for prompting. When you come to the academy, we'll teach you the script of prompting and examples. However, now you don't have the skill, just talk to it as you want to talk to it. So if you don't know what you want to do, you can ask it to give you an approach. How should you do it? It's, for example, they gave you an assignment and you meet somebody, talk. They don't give me this work, or how I go do them now. And the person you feel is knowledgeable or experienced in that area, it should help you. The same thing. Okay, how do I go about it? How to go about it, okay? And guess what it's going to do? It's going to analyze it and tell you everything. Okay? So the first thing, a drug abuse action in rural community can create significant impact if planned properly. This. Okay? The first one is the first step. Define your objective. So you see everything is now becoming more, it's becoming clearer. Okay? So you see, even give an example. The next thing is understand the community. Who are you visiting? You need to know more about them. So you need to talk to relevant people, ask relevant questions. You engage stakeholders early. Identify your target audience. Who do you want to speak with in that community? Develop key messages. Okay, see, what is drug abuse? Remember, in our last webinar, we talked about how to create patient education. You can also create these materials. So dependency on locality and everything, then make it interactive. Avoid a 1 hour lecture. Include drama if you can, and testimonies, question and answer session, role play, and everything. Then health education materials, prepare flyers, posters, and fact sheets. So you see, and guess what? Use local language, pictures, and everything. All right? Add screening and counseling. Organize logistics. This is very key. The venue you are going to use, the equipment you are going to go with, the team you are going to go with. Okay, measure impact. When you are done, before the section, you do a project template, PowerPoint presentation, facilitators guide, drama script in the Nigerian rural community, pre and post questionnaire. So are you now a novice? Will it be strange for you to organize event like this? No. You see how AI is shortening your journey. Instead of calling a committee meeting, maybe you have a committee actually. You are calling a committee meeting. Everybody will now come. You argue this way, you argue that way, you do this. You already have a template. You can present a template to them and say, okay, what do you think about this? So you have something you want to talk about to organize this. It makes it easier. It shortens your journey. Less argument. Even when you want to talk, you know which direction you are going to talk. If you want to ask questions, you know which direction you want to ask questions. If you want to give out tasks, you know who are going to give out tasks to. And the team becomes organized. So with AI, you can plan an event. So your project management, which you may not have skills in, AI has solved that gap for you. I don't know if it's making sense to you guys. To me, it is. Okay, so let's go another pattern. How about learning faster with AI? You want to use AI to learn a clinical topic or a new skill. You want to break down difficult concepts to simple terms, generate structure. There are a lot of things that you want to teach particular module for that. Okay, it has a particular module for that. So let's open the webinar. Please try and connect with the webinar and watch the webinar. But I'm going to go to that extent. Let's see what Gemini can do for us. ChatGPT. So it's not a matter of, okay, sorry, it's taking some time for us to open up, okay? Why? Sorry, I have to restart it again. Okay, so I'm sure you're getting something. You're learning something, okay? Whatever it is that you want to do, AI can help you achieve it, okay? So let's wait for it. Why is it not coming on? It has a module that says learn something. Let me see. It's not showing the module. I'm just look in the chat and see. When you chat actually. I don't know why it's not showing us. It's supposed to show us learn something. It should be here. Okay, but let's still go on. I want to learn data analysis. Can you help me with the training module that I can use? It has that function. I just don't know why it's not showing us the function. Okay, you see learn something, and when you start from there, it helps you because that one goes step by step by step, unlike this one that I'm asking question directly. Okay, it gives you, it tells you, it's interactive, it goes forth and back with you. Okay, I just don't know why it's not showing us. Okay, let me try on another browser. Okay, Gemini. I don't know if it's going to show on this browser. By the way, even Gemini also has this microphone that you can talk to it instead of typing, right? Okay, so let's go back to where we started from. Okay, so do you see what it has done? It's responding to you phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, even phase 5. So see what it did. It gave you a guidance on what to go about it. Now you know where you are starting from. Okay, before writing any code or dealing with massive database, you need to understand how to look at data and manipulate it using the most ubiquitous tools in the world, which is either Excel or Google Sheets. Okay, the core function, right? So you can now ask it, okay, I can copy this one and say, okay, I want to learn this. Explain to me in detail. Okay, explain to me in detail. Use simple language and be practical. Okay, let me check the other. I'm just surprised it's not showing what it's supposed to show. Okay, it's supposed to actually show what's it called? That functionality. I'm just surprised it's not showing it. Okay, but let's go back. So you see, it's refining the example so that it can give us more information. Okay, all right. So you see, it's explaining it step by step. I just the function I want to use, I don't know why it's not showing. That function is better than this one that you are the one asking. With that function, it interacts with you. Okay? It tells you this, you respond. It tells you that, you respond. It tells you that, you respond. Okay? That's how it's supposed to be. I don't know why it is not giving us that. I don't know why it's not giving us that. Okay? This is to create video. Anyway, you can just do that learning. You see the pattern we are using now. We can do other patterns too to get results. Okay, these are the tools I was able to create using the tool in my last class. Okay, which of my account is this one? Okay, this is MindForge. Anyway, but at least you know we did some interaction with it, and at least we got results. Okay, so let's go to the next one, right? I don't know why that one did not cooperate, but you can use it to learn. You can use several tools to learn. You can even use Claude, but I don't want to waste a lot of time. We have done so much, and we have done an hour now. I have less than 30 minutes. I spent too much time explaining. I about examination preparation. Okay, I about examination preparation. So you have studied something, you have a handout, and you want to test yourself on the handout. You can use this. Remember what we did interview preparation for jobs? You can do the same thing. You can do a revision summary. You can even do practical examples and so on. Because sometimes you attend a class, and in the class they teach you the theories. They tell you everything. But when you want to write exam, you are expected to give examples, to give local examples. And here you are, you don't have examples to give. You want to prepare very well for that exam so that you can have local examples that you can use in your exam or whatever it is you're doing. You can use AI to come up with that. You can also use AI to create a personalized study plan for your exam. How do you do? What do you study now? What do you study next time, like that? So AI can do a lot for you, really. Okay? So you study smarter, and of course, you have better exam performance. I, for one, my last semester exam, that's what I did. I got handouts, and one of them was a PowerPoint presentation. So I have to create a note out of it and do examination and ask myself examination question, and I attempted to answer them. And AI also finally gave me answers, and I compare my answers and see how far I've done. And now, with that answer he gave me, I learned more about the subject at hand. My exam is supposed to give us 6 questions, answer 4. I created 20 questions. Some of the courses, I even created more questions. Imagine that you have a subject and you ask 20 questions. You cover everything. Going through answering all those questions, what does it do? It empowers you, right? It empowers you so that you can get through all the subjects without an issue. So let's do something. I'll use Gemini. Let me use Gemini. Since we're on Gemini. So I'm going to upload a file. Let me go to. I'm going to bring in a paper. Let me this journal. I'm going to bring a journal. So let's assume that the journal is my lecture notes. Okay. Let's assume this journal. So it's history and logistics or whatever. So I can now say highlight the most important points from this paper. Okay. I like the most important points from this paper. So it will go through the paper and extract all those information. You can use any of the tools. Okay, you can use any of the tools to get what you want. So you see, it's doing analysis, core analysis of the document, and will come up with the facts from this document. Okay. So let's see what it's going to give us. So you see what he did? The overview of key concepts. So logistics, supply chain, historic evolution, prevailing concern, future scope. So these are the main thing from the exam. So I can now say I am writing a test on this paper in my MSc. I'm putting MSc now so that it knows the level of knowledge that it needs to use in my MSc. I need you to give me 5 MSc level questions that require critical thinking. Okay? That require critical thinking and local examples. Okay? So see what I've asked. Now it's going to coin the questions in such a way that it will meet this criteria that I've said. So imagine that you know the style in which your teacher asks a question and you are now able to practice with it. Now, this paper does not have examples, but you're asking for local examples and you are in Nigeria and you write an exam using these local examples. What do you think your lecturer will talk about it? You will know that, yes, you understand this subject very well. And how did you come about it? AI helped you to study better. AI helped you to study better, okay? So see, it even gave, so you see, it gave preamble. It said, let me do the second one, the paradoxes of green and reverse logistics. Green logistics aim to mitigate environmental contamination and resource consumption while maintaining economic competitiveness, expanding into areas like reverse logistics for waste handling. However, the text notes that practical implementation often reveals contradiction and paradoxes. Critically analyze how a manufacturing or agricultural firm operating in Nigeria could design a viable green supply chain network. Discuss the specific local policy, energy, and infrastructure challenges that might complicate the transition from traditional forward distribution to closed loop. For those of you who have done exams, is this question not critical? Imagine now that I am able to answer this question from this note, right? I'm able to answer this question from this note, and something similar comes in an exam. What happens? I'm better positioned to write my exam better. So do you see how it's going to be helpful? And remember, I say you should give me that requires critical thinking, not just an exam testing what is in the document, but something for critical thinking. So do you see? And he gave us 5 questions. Now I can even ask you to give me 20 out of this small document, and it will give me 20. What if it is maybe objective? Okay, give me 10 multiple choice questions. So do you see? It can give me, in case if it's objective they are going to do, and it will cover the whole of the book. Now, this is you using AI to prepare academic work. I'm not going to research. I'm not going to time paper. I'm not going to anything. I just even say prepare. Okay? What if they just gave you a few, maybe curriculum? Maybe they gave you a curriculum, right? You can expand your curriculum into notes and you read it and it will give you an understanding. So do you see how AI can become your teacher? Okay? So do you see it has given us these subjects? Okay? You see, according to the paper, what is the fundamental concept of place utility in logistics? You see, it gave us 4 options, right? Then next, based on Forrester early 1960 study cited in the text, how do inventories behave within a supply pipeline? In the context of behavioral operations, what does the peak end memory mode suggest? So do you see? It gave options. Now, if you have studied this, then you answer it, it will come up with correct answer or wrong answer. And what happens? You're also learning with this we are doing. So when it comes to exam, tell me, are you going to fail or are you going to succeed? So do you see how it's going to help you? Now, if you have a voluminous course and you want to study, you can ask it to study. If you have a curriculum and you want to design a note, you can design a note. Do you tell me that AI is not helpful? For those people who are saying AI is this, AI is that, has AI not helped you to improve yourself? Remember during the conference, I said I'm going to I'm going to write a book on how to pass jam with AI. These are the things I'm going to teach in this book. Is it making any sense? I believe so. Now, let's see. I think we have like 2 more. Now we are pharmacists. Some of us are in school. This could be helpful to you. Some of you are doing your fellowship, right? So you see, it's not just on clinicals. You can use this several different places, okay? So customer loyalty, for those of you who have community practice, you can design customer loyalty plans. You see, remember people used to say, hey, you're not allowed to advertise, you're not allowed to advertise, but it doesn't mean you cannot do marketing. Okay, so you have a pharmacy. How do you increase your sales? How do you supersede, get better than the patent medicine store in the corner? You can create some of these things. These ideas will come to you, and you are going to do a lot. In the program, we're going to talk about, we're going to teach community pharmacy as a module. So whether you're in community pharmacy or you are interested in starting one, we have a module on business, pharmacy business. We're going to teach online business. We're going to teach pharmacy business. We're going to teach clinical and several other things. 6 weeks is a lot of time. You're going to learn a lot of things. After that program, if you are not an expert using AI in pharmacy, oh, you're not my student. Maybe you didn't come to class. Okay? And that's why you should join this, okay? All right. So you can do a customer loyalty program. I'm not going to talk about this one because of time. But you see what it can do. I've seen what it has done before. So it's a chicken work. How about content creation for personal brand? You can generate LinkedIn posts. You can generate educational content. You can create health awareness posts. You can do this. Now, I'm talking about personal brand. I talk about this. I'm going to use a different tool. Okay. So, what should I do? Educational content. Okay. So let's go back. Where should we go to? We'll go to ChatGPT. Let's go to ChatGPT. All right, let me open a new chat. Okay. Okay, no, I want to do something else. Let's go to Gamma. Hey, Gamma, please open. Or sometimes that Gamma is giving all that. Okay, good. Gamma is opening. Now, this is what I want to teach. I'm combining 3 or 4 different things in one. This is one of the tools you can use to create what's it called? PowerPoint presentation. Okay, it has its own style different. The one I'm using now, I use a different tool. I can use other tools like manuals. I can use other, if I can even use ChatGPT to create a PowerPoint. I can use NotebookLM to create PowerPoint and so on and so forth. But I'm going to use this Gamma. Gamma 2 can create some beautiful slides that will help you. I was teaching my students in UMA here, and I used Gamma to create something. You will see on my dashboard, a lot of slides I've created, okay? And they are beautiful, okay? Now, there are several different ways of creating slides using this tool, but I'm just going to do only one, okay? So you see all the slides, the different slides I've created. If I go far behind, there are so many. I love this template, so I used it a lot for my, if I click load more, it's going to load a lot more that you see all the things I've done. You see how powerful this tool has helped me, okay? Anyway, I'm going to share the credits. I'm going to share with you. You guys can go and try it. So I want to create a new slide. It will open up, and there are several ways in which I can create, and I can create pages and so on and so forth. But that's not the purpose of this. The purpose of this is for us to create slides, okay? And I can create slides with images, without images, and so on and so forth. And the type of image I want is going to also add the class is deeper. I'll just teach you one string here, but in the class, I'll go deep. I tell you, after going through my class, you don't become an expert. Now you sabi. Okay? Even this one that I've done now, many of you are going to change your life. No talk of the one that are going to do 6 weeks with me. Okay. Open, sesame, open, sesame. Open. Good. So we have different ways you can use. You can generate direct. That's what we're going to use tonight. You can paste your text. You can create from template. You can import file. I've done all this in several different places, but this is what I want to do now. Okay. Let me generate. So I'll just look for a topic. So I'm looking for educational content as a personal brand. So let's say as a personal brand, what I do is I help people with insomnia. Okay. And I have a presentation, maybe in a conference where they are talking about sleep. Or they invited me to an organization and I want to talk to them about sleep. Okay. So I can now tell you to say, I can describe and I can give you the topic, but I'm going to describe. Okay, I am an authority on sleep. Okay, I am a pharmacist and help people with insomnia. Overcome the problem. I want a presentation on sleep patterns. Okay, on sleep patterns. That's what I want to do presentation about. But I've just told you what I want. Guess what? I will click generate outline and to go ahead and generate the outline for me. So I've given you one expo. Those of you who pay, don't worry, you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn, in my class, you're going to learn like 4 or 5 tools. And you're going to learn how to create this beautiful one I'm using in my class. You won't get any one from, from Gamma. I'm going to show you different tools. So don't worry, you have options. Okay, so see what it has done for us. You see the topic he gave us. The science of rest, mastering your sleep pattern. Okay, and he gave us how many slides? 10 slides. With this one, you can only create 10 slides. So you see the topic, why we sleep, more than just short eye, the architecture of normal sleep and everything. You see, he gave us 10. So now I want to create it. I will choose minimal. I can choose anyone I want. Okay, I use concise occasionally, sometimes by mistake. I use minimal more often because my slide, I like my slide to be minimal. I don't want plenty stories in it. Detail, I would never use detail. I see some people create slide and everywhere is full with text. No, extensive, never. You can never catch me dead in extensive. So let me choose this, or let me choose. Let me choose this one. Gold leaf. I like gold leaf. So I want to add images. So I'm going to click add images. Is it AI image? Is it stock image or whatever you want? Let me say, what should I choose now? Let me say AI image. Let's create AI image for me. Okay. Now the AI image, what kind is it going to be? Is it photo? Is it illustration? Is it abstract? Let me say photo. Okay. So I'll choose photo. I want photo. Okay. This cinematic. I don't want cinematic for this one. So now I am ready. I'll just click generate. Because I'm explaining, it took some time. But if I was doing it straight, less than 3, 4, 5 minutes, I have a presentation that is ready. Okay? And it's there generating. I can use any template I want to use, but this is good leaf. I'm using good leaf for this. I can use Sandview. Sandview is the one I use very often. Okay? All right. So it's generating it. When it's finished generating, it will show here, and you'll see the beautiful thing we have generated. Okay? Let's allow it to continue to work. Let's not wait for it to not babysitting it. When it's done, it will come out. So let's go and see what else can we do. This demo number 6. Let me go to one place that is okay. Jackpa. How many of you want to Jackpa? Okay, you want to Jackpa for study, you want to Jackpa for work, whatever it is. Nigerians, so many of us want to go and practice pharmacy in the UK. Okay, can AI help you? Can AI help you with the information? Okay, what does it take to become a registered pharmacist in the UK, in Canada, in US, in Australia, anywhere, New Zealand, name it, France, everywhere? Okay, so you can do that. You can compare countries and pathways side by side. You can create application checklists and timelines. You can do a lot. So for those of you who want to jackpot, let me help you. AI can be your guide. AI can help you with several things that have to do with jackpot. Okay, so let's see. What do we use? Let me use Claude. Let me go to Claude. I've not used clauses. Okay, but let me go back to Gamma. Okay, my problem with Gamma now is he wants me to stay here so that you can create it for us. We'll do the Japa stuff. Let's just wait. Before I can leave it and it will create for me, but now it's asking is just wait. So if you are given an assignment to create a slide presentation, do you see how quickly you can create something? Instead of you sitting with macro PowerPoint and you are putting this quantity here, test here, test there, go to look for, you can get this ready. And it's going to cover the subject. Okay? When it gave us that outline, if there's everything I want before I even come to this stage of creating something. Okay? But see what is giving us. Now, any pharmacist that knows much about sleep will understand this. And if there's any way that needed correction, you can correct it. You can redesign it. You can do a lot with it. Okay? But what is clear about this is you are going to come up with a slide presentation that is beautiful. Anything that is said in the slide, the corresponding picture will show it. And if you don't want picture, you can say you don't want picture. So do you see? You guys that are here should pay me some money even for this one I've taught you. Don't worry. As you can see, I enjoy doing it. If you want me to teach again tomorrow, I'll be available. Okay? If you want me to teach again next week, I'll be available. But I'm working on our. Remember, if you go to the website of our of this class that I'm going to hold for 6 weeks, I wrote upgraded and expanded. There are some things that we taught in the last class that we did not put, that we are adding to it. Okay? Why? Because we are expanding. Okay? We are expanding. I created a tool. Let me open it so that when the time comes, we'll see it. I created a tool. Many of you already seen it. Some people who have paid are using it. Okay, I'll open it. When the time comes, you see. Okay. So I'm not a coder. I'm not anything, but I've created it. Guess what? I'm building a business. There's a space for more. Right? There's a space for more. And that space for more, I'm working on it. Right? And I'll do my what's it called? Marketing and get people to patronize me. I had a need of it. I created it for myself. Okay, when you are going for the conference, the apps conference, at the conference we got tagged, right? We got tagged with our images. What if you get a soft copy of it? Now, what if you apps can create that tool and create the team for yourself by yourself? So do you see? You don't need to pay the people that you pay. In actual fact, my own what's it called? What I'm brainstorming on, I can do bulk production. That's what I'm working on. So I can load 100 images, 100 names, and everything, and to create all those tags, and we'll send everybody. I don't need to pay those people that will design because the tool is designing it for me. Okay, so you see, so let's present. Let's see what it has created for us. So let's look at it. Okay, it's opening full, because you see it, the science of rest, mastering your sleep pattern, a pharmacist's guide to understanding, diagnosing, and treating insomnia. So do you see? Then gradually I will go through the presentation. By the way, I can download it too. So you see the next slide, why we sleep. The architecture of a normal night. So do you see NREM? We studied all this one in pharmacy, didn't we? NREM and REM, and how it oscillates, the wave, and what happened. So you see the master clock, circadian rhythm. I didn't even teach you. Defining insomnia gap. So you see what it has done. It has taken us around and around and around. Okay? Can you see this? Can you see this? And this is the last. How many minutes did it take us? The reason why it's slow is maybe because my network. Okay? All right. So let's come to our Jackpot story. Okay? Let me use ChatGPT. I don't want to use Claude. Claude can be slow sometimes, and I don't like that it's slow. It be taking too much. But it's a very good tool. Very, very, very good tool. I'm not going to use it. Don't worry. I will use this one. So I am planning to relocate out of Nigeria. And I want to compare destinations. I want to compare destinations where I can continue my practice of pharmacy. Okay? I want you to, okay, let me start. I am interested in the UK, US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. That's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's quite a good number. Okay. Can you give me the requirements? Time span, opportunities, salary. There's earning or something. Salary. Let me just put salary. Ease of relocation. Ease of settlement. Costs of living. Okay. Present your response in tabular form. Okay. So you see what I've done in tabular format. Okay. So I'll send it off. Now you see, I want to go, but I want to compare because I say Jackpot, right? So see what he's doing. It goes everywhere and pick and compare all of them. Now, you see, as a Nigerian pharmacist, the 5 destination research places are among the most common pathways. However, they differ significantly in licensing complexity, any potential. This is what I want to say. Any potential, immigration opportunities, and quality of life. So you see, every criteria is talking about. You see, licensing routes for UK is OSPAP, for Canada is PBC, for Australia is OPRA, for New Zealand OPRA too, because Australia and New Zealand share common this thing. Then for US, you see, it has given us what they do here: FPGC, TOEFL, and everything. So you see all that's required. So you do OSPA, you do foundation training, you do registration exam. For this one, you do PBC exam, internship, provincial registration. For Australia, you do this internship, the same thing similar here. And you know, okay? Then, see, typical time to full-time licensure, 18 to 30 months, 18 to 36 months, 12 to 24 months, 12 to 24 months. This about 2 years, 4 years even for US. So if you want to go fast, you now look at Australia and New Zealand. They are shorter, okay? Then difficulty of licensing. For UK is moderate, Canada is high. Difficulty, okay? Australia is moderate, this is moderate, US is very high. If you don't want to stress yourself, which one will you choose? Okay, English requirement. You see, all of them are English-speaking countries, but each of them require different things. Now, estimated annual salary in local currency in UK is 40,000 to 65,000. In Canada, it's 90 to 140. Each of them have the fee. Approximate salary equivalent in dollars. So you look at it and you compare all. Who gives you more money? US. Why? I don't know, but it has longer period to getting it. Demand for pharmacists, high. You see, Australia is very high. So what it means is you have a higher chance here. High. Ease of getting first job, very high in the UK, very high in Australia, very high in New Zealand, but it's not as high in where is this, Canada and US. Then ease of getting permanent residency. UK is moderate, Canada is high, Australia high, New Zealand high, in US very low. Ease of bringing your family, excellent for Canada, Australia, New Zealand. For cost of living, very high, moderately high, moderate. So you see all these things. Now, by the time you go through this, then you can now choose which one you want. Okay? So you see, detailed assessment, pros and cons. He went ahead to give us this. My brother, my sister, you that want to jackpot. So do you see, AI can also help you with this. You don't need to pay one travel consultant before you know this. Many of the travel consultants don't even know this. Now you know it. Okay? All right. So do you see how AI is making life easier for us? So AI is not just even in your practice. It can be useful in several different places. So there are other places I want to go to, but guess what? We don't have enough time and I want to rest. I want you to also go to rest. Okay? AI is bigger. See, I wanted us to do NotebookLM. I wanted us to even create comics. Maybe what I'm going to do for those in my class already, those that have paid, I will give them the prompt. Let them create the comic. I come and show you in the general group. By the time you join the group, I'm going to show you how to do it. We can create comics. So for those of you who like comics, you want to create children book, you can use this. You want to create cartoon characters, infographic posters, patient story card, meme. This patient story card, you can even create story card for children. Children that know how to read, you can create comic for them so that you teach them something. That is also part of pharmacy practice. You can create AI avatar videos and so on and so forth. Okay? All right. So AI is bigger than productivity. Okay, AI can help pharmacists across every dimension of their practice. You can learn faster, you can work faster, you can build visibility, you can create systems, you can organize your life better. You can unlock new opportunities. We are going to teach people how to build brand online. We are going to teach them how to create courses, create ebooks, create what they will sell. We are going to teach them how to create services. Right? We are going to teach a lot of things. In the academy, AI can help you do all those things, but you must use it responsibly. I kept mentioning this from the very beginning. You must use it responsibly. Okay? So remember our program. I just want to remind you of this one, the AI-powered Pharmacist program. It's a practical implementation focused program designed specifically for pharmacists. You can use AI confidently. You build smarter and scalable workflow. You improve productivity and operational efficiency. You create digital products and generate extra income, create professional output and everything. Okay? I just want to show you. I told you a tool. Let me just show you the tool. Where did I keep it? Yeah. Okay? I created this tool. You and I, all of us, we are pharmacists, right? Okay? We are pharmacists and I created this. This website you are seeing, I created it by myself. But I don't know how to use code. But see, now I come here, I write my name, Gabriel Gambo Madu. Then I upload my photo. Okay, this is my photo. See what I've created. All I need to do now is click what? Download. I can zoom. If I want it to be bigger, or I can leave it at its state. I can change vertical position. I can do all these different things. I will click and it will download. I created this. To create this one will not take you how many minutes? I don't know how to do it, but see how beautiful it is. My participants in the academy are already using it. You can create something like this, and you can create several different things using AI. Okay? All right. Now, the AI powered pharmacist program is 17,500 naira. Very small. When we did AI class last year, I still charged them 17,500 and we did 4 weeks. Now I've expanded it. I'm teaching a lot more things. I still left it at that price. And the reason is most of you are coming to this class from the conference. You got to know me in the conference, so why not enjoy the benefit of the conference? The next time we're going to do it, I'm going to increase the price. Maybe take it to the last price I sold my other course, 27,500, or even move it back to the price I intend to sell this one, which is 35,000. By the way, I mentioned earlier that I'm going to use AI to search for pharmacists outside. You think I'm going to sell to them at 35,000? No, I'm going to sell to them maybe at $27. Calculate $27. That's how much? That's almost about 50,000 naira. Okay, that's very cheap. But if I want to even do it, I can charge this for $497. Some courses that they pay $1,000 for has not reached at the courses I teach. But because we're in a third world country, we do all these things like this. Okay, so what am I driving at? Take advantage of it now that the price is low. I assure you 100% I'm going to increase the price when next I'm going to do this. If you're taking action, fine. If you're not taking action, no problem. Those who are in class, I'm going to teach them. They are going to learn. They are going to be ahead of several other pharmacies and get what they're going to get. So thank you very much. If you want to get it, you can find it on pharmacymba.com. Pharmacymba.com. If I turn my back now, this cloth I'm wearing, Pharmacy MBA is written at the back. But don't worry, you can easily have access. Since you are in the group, you will see Pharmacy MBA. Let me open this. This tool, you see it even written on the tool. Okay, if you look at the bottom of the tool, see it here, pharmacymba.com. Go to that website, read the details about it. The detail of payment is there. Pay and take your seat. Those who are already in there, I'm teaching them already. Me, I know they waste time. How can I keep people in their seat for until 8th June that we're going to start? Anybody that comes, I'm teaching them new things. When you come, what I've taught them, I'm going to teach you also. But let them be learning and be enjoying themselves. For paying early, let them enjoy those benefits. Those who pay late, whatever they need, they get. We'll start on 8th of June. And I want you to be there. I want you to learn. I want you to learn from me. I want to teach you a lot. As you can see, I don't have to praise myself, but I mean, Lisa said, if he doesn't praise, I will praise it. I'm a very good teacher. I'm very practical. I'm very passionate about what I do. You are going to learn a lot from this class, okay? So, I think we have done quite a lot today. Yes, we have really done quite a lot today. And I'm actually happy that you guys came. I'm very, very happy that you joined us in this session. Much from Uzome Ononihu says, awesome session so far. Yes, that's how my classes are. Thank you very much for that fine comment. Okay, so please let's go and rest. We have done quite a lot. We have done 1 hour 43 minutes. I think we all deserve to go and rest. Okay, the video will still be on this place. If you want to watch it again, you can watch it again and again and again. And on my channel, there are several other videos that we have created that are still going to raise for you. Okay, so thank you for joining us. I quite appreciate that you spent time with me here. Let's continue in the group. Join me in the WhatsApp group, in the class, and learn a lot more. Let AI help you in your pharmacy profession. Thank you. Cheers.